Peoria, Video Max Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina Colosimo and Brett Lemick. The weekend news with Jennifer French and Lawson Barger, and the Midstate News team. Our news interviewer is Joanna Maggio. Sports with Matt Wetterston, Brian Vito, and the sports team. State of the Arts with Sandra Hall. Erica Chin and Aaron Mayo take it to the streets. In Need with Brooke Rumble. Our music reviewers are Landon Battles and Rihanna Pouncey. Brian Cunningham gets real at the movies. And Thina Gore takes us about town. And let's eat. And now from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine, with your hosts, Christina and Brett. Take it away, kids.
Hi, welcome back to another week of Midstate Magazine. This week, a very green week. I'm Brett Lemick.
And I'm Christina Colosimo. Brett, it's great to have you back.
I was so sick.
I know, but I'm really glad you're here, and we're both in green.
Yeah, I love
and
the dress.
And it's St. Patrick's Day. Well, a little early.
A little early.
But happy St. Patrick's Day,
Thank
nonetheless.
You. Early, late, I'll celebrate it whenever.
Right, and okay, this is my surprise for you. I didn't tell you ahead of time because, well, let's see what happens.
You're going to make me put it on?
Yeah,
okay.
You have to put it on because it's St. Patty's Day.
Do I look like a dork?
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you do too.
Thank you. But
that's what St. Patty's Day is about.
Acting like a dork.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kiss me, I'm Irish, of course.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm not Irish.
Kiss me, I'm Italian works just as well.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Well, what do you think? Do you think that here in the States they go as crazy as they do all over the world?
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Like in a lot of places. Like it used to be just a religious holiday. Then it became public. And then like in Canada, they've been having parades since like 1824, I think it is. And like Guinness, the beer company, actually they lobbied to make it like a national federal holiday in Canada.
Oh my goodness.
It's a big deal.
Yes.
Uruguay, check this out. I heard this on TV. Uruguay, okay, how old are you?
20.
20, okay. Mm-hmm. So they'll spin you around 20 times, the whole time chanting Dublin Borracho, which means Dublin drunk. And they get louder and louder and louder, and when they're done spinning you 20 times, then you have to walk within 10 steps. You have to kiss someone of the opposite sex.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and they've been doing that for years.
Oh my goodness. I can only imagine, after some people tend to drink on St. Patrick's Day once in a while. I can only imagine though, like after some of those spins, if you were.
Especially if you're like 45.
Yes. I know. I think it would be a little rough.
Yeah, I think I'll have to think that over before we do that. I have turned 21. But let's go to news with Jennifer and Lawson.
Fencing's awesome. Thank you, Christine and Brett. I'm Lawson Barger.
And I'm Jennifer French. Thanks for joining us this evening. 2 months ago, Illinois State Police activated a toll-free number for citizens to report teen alcohol abuse. Now a new website was published for the same purpose. Citizens can anonymously report underage drinking parties or other forms of alcohol abuse through these two sources. The hotline websites are monitored by state police 24 hours a day. All reports can be made at 866-479-2857 or online at www.drunkstopper.com. The website and hotline are hoped to prevent alcohol-related deaths, including DUI collisions. Not paying your parking tickets in Peoria and Bloomington may soon have a negative effect on your credit rating. Over the past 2 years, drivers in these two cities have accumulated over $800,000 in unpaid parking fines. And the city of Peoria currently has more than 1,000 pending court cases against people and businesses for outstanding violations. City councils will vote on whether to continue issuing administrative hearing to offenders or to simply turn the fines over to the collection agency. If the council approves the ordinance, offenders will not only be forced to pay for parking fines, but also collection agency fees.
More than 100 people braved icy waters recently to raise money for a good cause. Galesburg's 5th annual Polar Plunge raised more than $17,000 for the Special Olympics. Participants jumped into a lake and got sprayed by a fire hose in an effort to reach the event's goal of $20,000. This year's event raised $5,000 more than last year. In other news, student residents of Bradley University's St. James Apartments are pleading for the school to tighten security around the complex after a recent spree of car break-ins. Two of the victimized students, Melinda Vole and her roommate Caroline Coons, are now circulating a petition requesting stricter security measures, which include installing surveillance cameras in parking lots and increasing university police presence in the area. Vole says that she hopes to collect over 400 signatures and will present the petition to University President David Broski for immediate consideration.
Bradley University recently put on the production of the Vagina Monologues. The show came to the university in 1998 and has been performed annually ever since. Based off of a book written by Eve Ensler, the Vagina Monologues has been a popular performance at schools around the country since it was first published. Claire Johnson has more on the story.
Women at Bradley University are standing up to end abuse by participating in the Vagina Monologues.
The Vagina Monologues actually started, it was actually a book first written by Eve Ensler. She went out and she interviewed hundreds of women about just their personal stories.
These personal stories are now brought to life through performances across the nation, with not only the hopes of entertaining audiences, but to get the word out on abuse.
Letting people know that, this is somewhat of a taboo subject still, even though it happens every single day of, every minute of every single day.
Spread the word about ending abuse against women. Go to vday.org for more information on the Vagina Monologues. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Claire Johnson.
Thanks, Claire. Peoria School District 150 will soon have to operate its own crossing guard program next year due to the rising crime rates. The city program currently provides 19 crossing guards, and police and parking enforcement officers will fill in for guard duty. But City Manager Randy Oliver says that by forcing the district to take responsibility for the program, the Peoria Police can focus more of their resources on fighting crime.
Beginning as early as next year, Peoria Public High School students will have the opportunity to attend college for free thanks to a new scholarship grant program called Peoria Promise. Reporter Jenny Durham recently visited Woodruff High School to learn more on this story.
Peoria Promise is a great opportunity for students to further their education at ICC.
The Peoria Promise is a scholarship program set up under the guidance of our mayor, funded by individuals in the city, and the program hopes to accomplish providing a college education for our high school students.
The free education would allow students to attend college who would otherwise not have the means to.
I'm at the point where I'm having to pay off student loans, and that's tens of thousands of dollars, and had this been available to me, I wouldn't be in this predicament now. But I'm very encouraged by it, and I encourage my students to partake of this because it's free. And what I really appreciate about the program is that even for those students who say, well, I don't want to attend college right outside of high school, they still have 2 years to join the program.
The only requirements for this program are that the student has attended Peoria Public Schools and that they keep a 2.0 grade point average at ICC.
So we have students who are very immature sometimes as freshmen and sophomores. They don't necessarily do their best, and then they grow up and realize what they need to do. So I see it as an opportunity for them to get back on board and do the right thing and make something out of their life. And then later they can come back and make a promise to someone that follows. I think that's something important, so I hope they do.
For Midstate News, I'm Jenny Durham.
Thanks, Jenny. In this week's science news, astronomers around the world are currently monitoring a dangerously large asteroid named Apophis, which scientists say has a 1 in 45,000 chance of hitting our planet on April 13th of 2036. Apophis is only 460 feet long, but astronomers say it could still pose a threat to life on Earth.
Come close enough to have its orbit perturbed enough that it may develop a orbital resonance with the Earth, in which case 7 years later it will hit. It used to be, I think 6 years ago, they said that there are fewer people working on this problem than there are people who work a typical shift at a McDonald's restaurant.
A group of astronauts, engineers, and astrophysicists from NASA have already sent a proposal to the United Nations to fund a $300 million space mission that would deflect the asteroid away from Earth. And now we go to Matt Weatherston with sports.
Thanks, Lawson. The Chicago Bears and head coach Lovie Smith have agreed on a hefty contract extension. Smith was making a mere $1.4 million last season. His new deal signs him for 4 more years and pays him nearly $5 million per season. He was the lowest paid coach in the NFL. The Bradley soccer team will have a new face on the sidelines coming this fall. That's because former Bradley forward Preston Good has signed on as an assistant coach. He ranks third in Bradley history for goals scored. Prior to taking the position, he was coaching out in California. The Braves are hopeful that the 2004 grad will bring expertise to a system he knows quite well.
I think it helps out a lot having one of those younger guys who kind of connects more with the players. As the coaches get older, the players stay the same age all 4 years, so having a young guy around that knows how the program's run, I think it's definitely good for us.
The NCAA tournament starts tonight with the play-in game, so what better time than to reflect on the season that was? Our focus tonight is on the Missouri Valley Conference. Some players won awards and some coaches will be searching for new jobs. Brian Beto explains.
Thanks, Matt. What another year it was for the Missouri Valley Conference. It was a year filled with many surprises, but also a year of fulfilled expectations. As far as the unexpected happening, who would have thought Wichita State would have taken a complete dive after being ranked as high as number 9 in the country? Or who would have thought Bradley was possibly one defensive rebound away from making their second consecutive MVC title game? But in the overall picture, many things played out like we thought they would. SIU and Creighton were at the top, as we've seen often in the past, with the Salukis' Jamal Tatum netting Player of the Year honors. And for the 4th consecutive year, an SIU guy was given the top coaching award, while some coaches in the MVC saw their 4-year tenures come to an end. Porter Moser of ISU and Steve Murfeld of Evansville were let go immediately after their seasons, after neither school showed much progression in the recent past. With the NCAA tournament just 2 days away, the only question remaining is the one of how will the Valley teams fare in this year's version of March Madness? Now that is one answer that nobody can ever seem to accurately predict. Matt, back to you.
Thanks, Brian. Back to the Bears for 1 second. They put the franchise tag on linebacker Lance Briggs. He was slated to make over $7 million next year. But all isn't okay in Chicago. The Pro Bowl linebacker is unhappy with the way the organization is treating him. Briggs says he will do anything he can to avoid playing in the orange and blue next year.
Thanks, Matt. In this week's Oddly Enough, it's long been said that the Lord works in mysterious ways, but a certain gang of repentant church thieves would seem to agree. A small Methodist church in Huntington, West Virginia, was recently robbed of about $5,000 worth of sound equipment and office supplies. But in a miraculous twist of events, the burglars had a sudden change of heart, broke into the church again the following night, and returned all of the stolen property. Although no real damage was done to the equipment or the church, Huntington police say that an investigation of the robbery will remain open. Well, thanks for joining us at Midstate News. I'm Lawson Barger.
I'm Jennifer French.
And I'm Matt Wetterston. Back to you, Christina and Brett.
You know, Lawson, I really like your new haircut. I know guys get a little funky about when someone compliments them on their new haircut, but
when it's needed.
He looks fabulous. He looks very, very
So the
handsome.
robbers broke it and returned it again?
Yes.
That is the luck of the Irish.
That's true. That's true. Do you think that that's... Where does that come from?
I think it has to do with the shamrock, the 3-leaf clover.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know exactly.
Even the green. I don't know. I don't even know how.
I actually do know the green. The green on St. Patty's Day, all across the nation. It's because it used to be called Ireland. Well, it still is the Emerald Isle because of all the green grass. So yeah, even like in Chicago, they dye the river green.
I know. It's so
awesome.
Cool.
Being from Chicago, you know.
Yes. Right, we think that.
Even though Peoria is in our hearts.
It is. Always in our hearts.
Yes.
Well, that's so interesting, just because everyone goes crazy on St. Patrick's Day with the green, and I never knew why.
I'm going to go crazy, but let's first go to In Need with Brooke Rumbold.
The Peoria Area Food Bank is one of the many programs under the Peoria Citizens Committee for Economic Opportunity Incorporated, also known as the PCCEO. They work with social service agencies as well as churches in the area to distribute shelf-stable goods to those in need.
We distributed about 1.5 million pounds last year of food. We serve 8 counties, and we have approximately 115 to 120 members of our organization.
And the number of members is growing all the time. One of the member organizations is the Pekin-based Angel Food Cafe.
We come once a week. We look up their menu on Friday. It's posted on the internet. We make our selections, type it in, email it to the food bank, and we'll show up the following Tuesday at 1 o'clock to pick up our goods and take it.
In addition to food products, the food bank also provides basic personal necessities. Not only does the community benefit from the food bank, the people involved in its efforts find the experience rewarding as well.
Oh, I think working with people who really need help. That's the best part. Yeah.
From Midstate Magazine, I'm Brooke Rumbold.
Thank you very much, Brooke. You know, yesterday...
Yeah, what is this? I was going to ask you about
I know. I had to bring this in because I was doing every year, I'd like to dress up for the holidays.
Okay.
And so I was, you know, in Walmart kind of looking around, and that's where I found the hats. And
Which are nice, I must say again.
I know. And I picked up this little book.
Irish Fun Food and Crafts.
Yes, it's fabulous. It really is. It has just
Now,
all
do they
these
have
different
cabbage and corned beef?
By the way, I cannot wait for my corned beef and cabbage, but they don't. They have tons
Everything
of different
else.
things. They have everything else.
Wow.
But I mean, you know, there's pot roast and lentil stew, but there's just different
And
things.
these are all
that-
traditionally like Irish. so-
Right. And there are different things that you wouldn't normally think of. And, you know,
I think I'm going to have to take a look at this.
Yes.
Well, while I'm looking at this, why don't we go to movies with Brian Cunningham?
In honor of St. Patrick's Day, we will take a look at a classic set in the Emerald Isle. Although best known for westerns, John Ford won one of his 4 Best Director Oscars for the 1952 film The Quiet Man.
Ford teams up with his regular leading man, John Wayne, to tell the story of an American boxer, Sean Thornton, returning to Ireland to buy the cottage in which he was born.
The men of Innisfree bid you welcome home.
Sean is given trouble
Thank
by
you.
a local man named Danaher, who also desires the property.
Put up your fists.
I'm not gonna fight you, Dan.
Well, I'm gonna fight you then.
However, Sean finds even more trouble with Danaher when he falls for his beautiful, hot-tempered sister, Mary Kate, played by Maureen O'Hara. Though it may seem somewhat old-fashioned, The Quiet Man, which was the first American feature to be shot in the beautiful Irish countryside, is a great tribute to the country. It is full of colorful characters and features a wonderful romance between Wayne and O'Hara.
The Quiet Man also has some great comedic moments, and anyone who enjoys classic films or Irish culture should take a look at Ford's tribute to his Irish heritage. No St. Patrick's Day is complete without a traditional Irish dinner, a pint of Guinness, or The Quiet Man. For Get Real, I'm Brian Cunningham.
There's nothing like a John Wayne movie. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Brian.
Irish, you know, movies, music, arts, it's all, you know, part of St. Patty's Day.
I know.
And talk about Irish music. I don't know if you've heard of like Flogging Molly or Dropkick Murphys.
Yes, I have. I
Dropkick
really do
Murphys?
like Dropkick Murphys. I do.
Now they're like a punk Irish band, and
Right.
it's just awesome. They actually perform on St. Patty's Day, like in Ireland, and it's supposed to be crazy, just like people partying and drinking. But
Yeah,
like,
having a good time.
yeah, it's just like, and they have mosh pits and punk concerts. You
Right,
know.
right.
And I don't know if you're built to like you could take a hit.
Whatever. What are you talking
You can
about?
give a hit.
I'm huge. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Are you kidding me?
so we're gonna have to go to Ireland and see one of these
Yes.
concerts, and it's
Yes.
just through the streets it's just packed, and they're just partying. And, oh,
It sounds
it's
like
awesome.
so much fun.
Well,
I'm ready. I'm
While
ready.
they're partying through the streets, why don't we go to Street Team with Erica Chin?
Thank you, Brett and Christina. What does the color green, a shamrock, and a leprechaun all have in common? They represent the wonderful holiday known as St. Patrick's Day. My name is Erica Chin, and today Street Team headed over to Bennigan's to find out what the city of Peoria really knows about St. Patrick's Day. Who is the patron saint for St. Patrick's Day?
St. Patrick?
I have no idea.
St. Patrick.
Well, since I'm from Las Vegas, I would have to say Elvis Presley.
What gift do you get if you kiss the Blarney Stone?
A wart?
Good luck.
I don't know. A beer?
Eternal life.
A cookie?
Name the cereal that can be often associated with this holiday.
Lucky Charms, my favorite.
Name the cereal that is...
Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms?
Where is the largest St. Patrick's Day parade held in America?
Ooh, that's a good question. Boston?
Largest parade?
I would have to take a guess, New Orleans.
Probably in New York City.
How about in America?
Those are some outrageous answers we got. It's obvious that no one knows what happens when you kiss a Blarney Stone, and everyone's favorite cereal is Lucky Charms. For Street Team and Midstate Magazine, I'm Erica Chin. I hope everyone has a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day, but especially you, Brett and Christina. Back to you.
Erica, I must say that Elvis Presley, that was a little interesting.
I don't know about that.
That was quite the answer.
Well, Lucky Charms, though, I wish we had a bowl of that.
Ooh, I was not allowed to eat Lucky Charms when I was a kid. I know.
It's too sugary?
I think so.
I think we should get paid for doing the show, like, buy the bowl of Lucky Charms with a little leprechaun. We're the Lucky Charms. We should do the rest of the episode in Irish. Let's hear your accent.
No, I'll sound like a pirate if I do, like, my little leprechaun.
On. Oh, there you go.
It'll sound like
Leprechauns are kind of scary. They're actually, like, traditionally, they're supposed to be like the Irish fairy, but because of, like, the horror.
Movies?
Yeah, the horror movie, Leprechaun. I hate scary movies.
I do too. I hate them.
Do you?
I hate scary movies.
I'm a big guy, but I'm just as frightened as, probably more so.
No, I don't like them. And those leprechauns.
All right, we got to stop talking about this. I'm going to have nightmares. Why don't we go to the State of the Arts with Sandra Hall?
Thanks, Brett and Christina. Hi, my name is Sandra Hall, and welcome to State of the Arts. Jared Bartman, a future rock star in the making, will be playing some tunes on his acoustic guitar. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, no problem.
Now, when did you start playing the acoustic guitar?
About age 10, like I think in 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I started out actually playing piano, like in 3rd grade or 2nd grade, but then I started, picking up guitar and wanting to learn Beatles songs and stuff like that. So
did they inspire you to do your music then, the Beatles, or?
Yeah, that was kind of like an early influence of mine, and then I just kind of from there moved into more, I guess, indie rock, independent rock, kind of.
All right, so do you have something to perform for us today?
Yeah, this is the first track off my debut solo album.
Okay.
It's called Oh Darling.
Oh Darling.
And the album's called the Kathy Clark EP.
All right,
so
check it
here
out.
it is.
Your thoughts will keep you up all night, pacing the floor by candlelight. Oh, darling, I rest between love and regret. Oh, alarm clocks shriek their clarion sounds as we slowly wake and start to drown. Oh, darling, I rest between love and regret. sleep. Also, go back to sleep. Also, go back to sleep.
That was a beautiful song.
Thank
Now,
you.
what inspired you to make that song?
A lot of different things. I don't know. Kind of, I guess, personal things.
Right,
but,
okay.
but I don't know. I used a lot of different themes in that album. I don't know. If you go ahead and listen to the album, I talk about the sea a lot as kind of a different theme about, I don't know, growing up, I guess, and kind of moving out. I don't know, in a way.
So your album's more so like you touching with yourself, and then just expressing it through your words and through music.
Yeah, in a way. I kind of tried to make everything kind of run together in, I guess, like a narrative, kind of with a narrative thread running through it. So it was kind of a concept album in a way.
All right, so what's your favorite track off the album?
I don't know. I like them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? That's a beautiful song, and best wishes to you in the future. I'm Sandra Hall from State of the Arts. Back to you, Christina and Brett.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Talents.
That's my kind of music.
Yeah?
That was, yes, that was beautiful. I might be falling in love. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe you start playing it. I wish I had that talent.
I know. I always wish I could play the guitar too.
Yeah. I like a bar and just like perform.
I know.
Especially on St. Patty's Day.
Oh.
Yes.
It would be perfect.
It'd be very cool.
But the best part of St. Patty's Day, Green River soda.
Oh, the drink, yeah.
It's my favorite. Yesterday, I went out to try to find some.
It's hard to find.
I couldn't find it.
You know, I think I know a place back home. I could probably hook you up with
You're
some.
going to have to.
Yeah.
Just get me a huge case.
What are you doing this St. Patty's Day?
Well,
Besides drinking Green River.
Besides drinking Green River, I'll be on spring break. So.
Oh, that's right. That's coming around the corner.
Yeah. Do you have any plans?
What are you trying to say?
Oh, no.
Well, I won't be 21 yet. My birthday's just a couple weeks after that, but
Oh.
I don't know, just hang out with the family, my brothers, hanging out, chilling,
That's
corned
sweet.
beef, like I said.
Of course. That's what I'm going to miss because usually my parents make, you know.
Oh, it's like a whole
they
family
make our
dinner.
little corned beef and cabbage like a good old family, you know. And so I'm going to miss that because I won't be able to have that. But maybe I'll find someplace because
So you're not going home for spring break?
No, I'm going to go down to Florida actually.
I'd feel sorry for you, but you're going to Florida?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I know, I'm excited, but
You'll have to take some good pictures for me.
I will.
Show me. You can show it
Show the audience.
The audience all
yes,
about it.
of course. Yes,
Good.
I'm just ready to lay in the sun.
Yes. I'm not really that much of a sun guy.
Really?
What's the temperature in Ireland? Isn't it like I don't
know.
should talk about it, but
I know. I don't know.
I don't know what the weather's like there.
I know.
If
I
they have
really
parades, it can't be that bad.
No, it should probably not be nice.
I don't know. Well, with the luck of the Irish, they're bound to have awesome weather all the time.
Yes.
Well, it's been a great show.
Thank you.
And remember,
I agree.
if you're not watching us,
You're not watching much.
see you next time.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.